Well, I know I'm ready. I hope you are too. Happy Friday. This is the next fitness thing, and in today's class, we are going to be playing Never Have I Ever. Make sure you got your sneakers laced up, your headphones or earpods ready to go. Let's get started. Hop on that treadmill, step outside, and get walking.
You, I've been trying hard to keep my cool, but when you're near, there's nothing there.
A few quick reminders before we get started with our game. Make sure you are using good walking form today. That means that your knee is slightly bent when your foot hits the ground. You are rolling through your toes, and your toes are pointed straight forward. You are landing lightly on your foot. With your legs, you are lifting your legs, you are not shuffling, and your hips are rotating and slightly hinge forward from your hips, but you want to make sure you are mostly vertical. You want to make sure when you are taking those nice deep breaths, you are breathing into your belly and you're keeping your spine tall and your chest proud.
That I can do when you're walking in, I know it's true. It doesn't even matter how hard I try, 'cause when I hear your voice, my walls come down. Boy, you are the only thing I want. There must be a way I can make you see that if we fell in
Your shoulders should be loose and your arms should be swinging from your shoulders. And with your arms, your elbows are bent and they are swinging forward, front to back, not across your body. Make sure you are looking up and around at your surroundings rather than down and on your phone. This not only helps with good form, but also keeps you safe and aware of your surroundings in case there's anything oncoming traffic or bumping into people. We just want to make sure that we keep you safe while we are all outside walking today. All right, and now for our very first Never Have I Ever question today. Never have I ever broken a bone. If you have, comment below and say, I have, and let us know which bone you have broken. And tell us the story if it's a good one. I mean, I guess you could tell us the story either way, right? I have broken a bone, and it was my wrist, it was my right hand, and it was from ice skating. I actually took lessons in ice skating for a few months, and I was okay at it, I guess. But what happened was I was out skating with my friends one day just for fun. It was very busy on the ice, and a little kid had tripped in front of me, and I didn't want to like hurt them, so I tried to step over the kid, and I ended up falling and landing on my wrist. That happened, and then I guess like a few days went by. It was hurting me, but I didn't think, my mom's she is a now a retired physician, but at the time she was a practicing pediatrician. Didn't think I had broken anything, so it just we let it be. A couple days later, it was the middle of winter, and I was at the movies with my friends, and my mom had come to pick me up, and I went to go open the car door to get in, and I guess I had slipped on a patch of ice that was on the sidewalk and slid right down and landed on my wrist again. So we left the movie theater and went straight to the ER, and in fact, I had a broken wrist and I was in a cast for a number of weeks. That was when I was 13. So let me know, have you ever broken a bone? Oh, one more thing. My mom actually broke her very first bone ever in her life at 77 years of age. So this past Christmas, she was playing pickleball and broke her wrist for the very first time. Ironically, it was also her right wrist. Okay, this next one is kind of a fun fitness one. How about this one? Never have I ever tried a crazy diet. Like those all juice diets, or, I'm going to eat all vegetables all day for 2 weeks. I don't know. What crazy diets do you know, and have you ever tried one? I wouldn't say I've necessarily tried a crazy diet, but I definitely have been in various places in my life where I feel like I need to be dieting or trying something new. I always call it like a lifestyle change, which I do feel is the best way to think about nutrition and healthy habits is more about changing lifestyles and habits versus, let me go on this like crash diet and lose 20 pounds in 3 weeks or whatever. So I don't know. I guess it seems to be that that's like all that we hear about all the time, but it doesn't always seem to be the best method to getting healthy. I always feel better when I focus more on getting the exercise that I know my body needs and really just using that as my first, like, I guess, plan of attack when it comes to wanting to feel different about my body than trying to focus so much on how I am, what I'm eating. Again, I am, just a team leader here. I am not one of the trainers. I'm sure that they have better suggestions than that. I guess I'm just speaking for myself and what I think feels good for me.
Put all your stuff away and check out for the day. There's no time to waste when it's 100
All right, I really
degrees.
love this next one. Never have I ever Googled myself. Let me know. Have you ever just been bored one day and decided, you know what? Let's try this. Like you go down these rabbit holes all the time on Instagram or Facebook, but have you ever just decided to go on Google and just say, "Ah, I wonder what pops up if I type in Natalie Sparks?" Have you ever tried that? Let us know.
There's a heat wave rolling in. There's a heat wave, yeah. There's a party in the streets and the city's on fire. Party in the streets and the city's on fire.
All right. What are you guys thinking about this class so far? Are you enjoying the Never Have I Ever content that you are seeing? I know that we have done a few different kinds of games, and something that our teammates have been requesting is a lot of these more open-ended questions rather than trivia-based questions. But I'd love to know, is that something you enjoy, or do you prefer more of those like trivia, Jeopardy style questions? Comment below, let us know what kinds of games do you like, or what are ways that you feel you could keep yourself moving and enjoy your walk and keep yourself distracted so that you get out, get your exercise, and have that kind of community togetherness while doing it. That, again, is one of the things that we love about this platform that we're on, this thing we do together, this next fitness thing. And we want to make sure that we accommodate all. So please let us know. what are the ways that you enjoy working out? And when you are walking or running, how do you enjoy or how do you keep yourself kind of going in those moments?
Music in the streets, we're moving to the beat. There's something in the air that makes the city come alive. A breeze that makes you high. We'll be up till late tonight. Love gets another chance. Pretty people.
Okay, here's a good one. Never have I ever seen a ghost. Have you ever seen a ghost? This can be a little bit, I guess it really depends. Like, do you believe in ghosts? What kind of ghosts do you believe in? And if you do, like, where can you tell us the story about seeing them? Was it somebody that you knew from the past who maybe is not with us anymore? Or was it kind of like one of those ghosts you would see in a scary movie? So comment below, let us know. Never have I ever seen a ghost. Okay, this next one is a really good one, I think. Never have I ever met a celebrity. Have you ever met a celebrity? If so, who, where, how? Tell us. I live in Delaware, which is a tiny little state here in the United States, and I will tell you that I was shocked. I never actually met a celebrity, but when my daughter was in kindergarten, there was another kid from a classroom that was the classroom next door to hers. And his uncle came to read to the class. And I guess they brought my daughter's class over to listen to the uncle reading. Now, this was during COVID. So, but there were guest readers were all via Zoom. You couldn't be there in person just because of some of the rules at the time. So I find out later that, oh yeah, my friend's Uncle Ryan read to the class, and they ended up posting the like kind of a something about it in like the Facebook group that the classroom had later that day, and it was Ryan Philippe. Is it Philippe? Felipe? Oh my gosh, I don't know. I will tell you that I know he's from Delaware, and it was really interesting to hear that like my daughter got to sit there and listen to him read a story, even if it wasn't like officially in person. That's pretty cool, right? I don't even know if she would realize like down the road that she actually had this opportunity at the age of 5. But how about you? Have you ever met a celebrity?
I don't wanna tell you that it's not real. Nothing is a fairy tale. Everything about you is so unreal. It won't be pretty when it ends. Now how could I leave with your sweet love on me? Yeah, yeah. Something about you always makes it harder. When I got my lipstick on your white shirt.
So I just realized I forgot to ask this question. Where are you walking today? Comment below and let us know. Many of us that are here from the regular early bird crew are on the East Coast, so the sun is just coming up where we're walking. But what about you? Are you walking at 6 p.m. at night instead of 6 a.m. in the morning? Are you walking at 3 a.m. because you happened to be awake and knew that we were going to be here? Tell us. Comment below and let us know.
On the carnival till the rest go home. Now I only see you. Hearts and letters carved into the shore. We'll never grow old.
Okay, here's another interesting one. Never have I ever sleepwalked. I will say, just which completely has nothing to do with answering this question, but to me, as I'm reading the word sleepwalked, I don't know if it's because I'm a speech pathologist that I feel this way, but it sounds weird to me. Like it's almost like it needs to say like slept walked or something because slept is the past tense of sleep. I know that sounds like I'm sure that like nobody thinks of these things except for those of us who actually like deal with words and like language all day long. But I kept repeating that sentence to myself and I'm like, this just doesn't sound right. But okay, side note. Let's get back to what we're supposed to be talking about here. Never have I ever sleepwalked. I have not. Have you? Or do you know somebody who has? And what's it like when they do? Let us know. I think that's like I probably think that's I don't know, it's an interesting concept. It's kind of scary. It can be a little dangerous, but yeah, let us know.
White shirt collar. When we should stop, we go further. Didn't even notice that it rained all summer. When we should stop, we go further.
I hope you're enjoying today's class and all the fun that we're having. This is something we are planning on doing regularly, so feel free to join us again. Also, just so you know, if you subscribe to our channel and turn on those notifications, you will be notified every time we have an upcoming premiere, which is the times where we can walk together in more of a live format. Obviously, you can always take any of our classes on replay, but the best part about the next fitness thing is that we can be here together at the same time in all parts of the world. Another thing I wanted to mention before we get into our last question for today, or I guess the last never have I ever, I don't know. We want to make sure that you are aware that this afternoon at 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Next Fitness Show will be airing. This is a live show that the Next Fitness Thing has every Friday at 1 p.m. Pacific Time, and they talk about a wide variety of things. I happen to be on today's episode, so I look forward to hopefully seeing many of you there. Um, and please feel free to join us anytime. All right, back to the fun. This is our last Never Have I Ever for today. Never have I ever pretended to be talking on the phone. Have you ever done that? I absolutely have done that for a variety of reasons too. Comment below and then I'll let you know mine. So I have definitely pretended to talk on the phone for two main reasons. One would be if I did this a lot in college, where if I had to walk back to my dorms and it was like a night class and I had to make sure that um, I don't know, I wanted to be safe because I was walking back alone. I used to put the phone next to my ear, have like 911 dialed, and just be ready to, hit send if something were to happen to me. At the university that I attended, they also had what they called the blue light phones. I don't know if that's a common thing across like all the universities. It was very common back then, where if you were being chased or somebody was coming after you, you would just pick up the phone and you could even just like pick it up and drop it, and like it would automatically contact the police in the surrounding area. So that was something I did. I don't know if I watch too many Lifetime movies or what my issue is, but anything like that, I always got so nervous and I always thought like in my head, worst case scenario. Like I almost had developed, it was in my head so much so that I would have created entire scenarios of like, there's got to be somebody walking behind me right now. There's got to be like, I don't know. One of our other team leaders, Anna, she does a lot of these talks during her walk classes that are like true crime, and I feel like any of those scenarios, like they scare you, but it can happen, right? It's very common. So if you ever want to join us for those classes, hop on to thenextfitnessthing.com and you can check out the schedule and see when she has her classes. You can also take them on replay. But I think those are pretty interesting. She's got a pretty cool job that she does. So the other reason that I would pretend to talk on the phone would be when I have somebody that like I really don't want to talk to, or trying to be like, I want to get out of talking to them because I know I'll get stuck into a long conversation or something like that. Especially like at work when I'm like, I want to go, 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 get it done. I have definitely gotten on the phone and pretended to talk on the phone. I also am realizing as I'm telling you this now, this is like live to everybody. So, like, I'm sure a lot of people that I work with are now going to be questioning me. Um, but that is something I absolutely have done before. How about you? I want to thank everybody for joining us this morning and helping us make this 20-25 minute class go by quickly. What I'm going to do for the last part of this class is I'm going to let you guys enjoy the music as we close things out. I want to wish everyone a happy Friday. Thank you for coming. We hope to see you back on Monday for another Next Fitness Thing Walk with Us class. Thank you so much and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.